What used to be known as the Jewish Quarter in Amsterdam remains a place where what happened during World War II is never forgotten. The Spiegel Mirror Monument is one sacred reminder that we must never forget what happened in Auschwitz. Between February 1941 and September 1944, more than 107,000 Jews were deported from the Netherlands, 60,000 of whom were sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau, a work and death camp. From autumn of 1944 until liberation, death marches from Auschwitz sent detainees to the west. When the Soviet Army entered the camp on January 27, 1945, all they found left behind were thousands of sick or emaciated detainees and mounds of the dead. 1 out of every 6 deaths during the Holocaust were accounted for from Auschwitz. The Spiegel Monument of Mirrors portrays how Auschwitz has become an international symbol of the attempt to destroy the Jewish people, and will always be remembered by the inscription, Nooit meer Auschwitz, never again Auschwitz. The Spiegel was designed in 1977 by the writer and visual artist Jan Wolkers. It had been originally placed on the Eastern Cemetery. However, in 1993, it was expressed that a more permanent one needed to be created.
But it belongs here. This park, it's called the Wertheim Park, is named after an important Amsterdam Jewish family who spent lots and lots of money to better the living, etc. of the Amsterdam poor.
So it's here, it's for everybody, it's free, it's common ground. Anyone can come in here, no matter how rich, no matter how poor, whoever you are, and reflect.
The monument consists of 6 broken glass panels, symbolizing the 6 million victims of the Holocaust, inspiring viewers to reflect on what had happened. There is also an urn buried beneath the glass panels given to the Dutch from Poland that belonged to those who passed.
He didn't know where to go to, really, so he looked up at the sky and tried to understand how this beautiful blue sky could bear witness to something so hideous.
Yeah, I've seen it many times now, and everything. I look in the mirrors. I know it's you can feel a little bit. Yeah, that's broken. I think it does something to you when you look at it. Yes.
Jan Wolkers' piece brings an everyday person to have a personal connection with the horrors that occurred in Auschwitz. The legacy of all those who died lives on in Amsterdam through the stories that people share.
I'm Jewish myself. My parents are Holocaust survivors, and I was born in 1950. That's only 5 years after the end of the Second World War, after the Holocaust. So everything is filled with tragedy, memories.
We're Jewish and we want to see the Jewish Quarter. And so this was one of the sites to see, to honor, obviously the history and to respect it and so forth. So I kind of like in every city I kind of look for Jewish things, even though I'm not very religious, but it's just like a connection.
The monument is found deep in the park with many day-to-day visitors. Visitors put stones on the inscription, which is a Jewish tradition to keep the soul down to rest at peace. The events of the Holocaust must be studied and remembered today to keep similar events from occurring in the future. Monuments like the Spiegel remind us of our past so that the cracks in our glass cease to continue to grow.
How on earth do you describe something as horrible, hideous, and vile as this? But it's part of the human condition, it is part of us. We must never ever forget that we're just that far away.